welcome back to another one of my videos. Today I'm making banana bread, but not just any banana bread. This is a copycat recipe of my favorite banana bread ever. If you've ever been to Maui, you know that Julia's banana bread is probably the best on the island. It is so moist and it has such a great texture. And the flavor is amazing and it uses very little ingredients, and the top, as you can see, is very crunchy and delicious. This recipe, like I said, is a copycat recipe from Julia's Banana Bread, and if you've ever been to Maui, you know that this is a little tiny stand on the side of the road after you've gone through all these winding highways. And this is the actual bread that I bought, and it was the most amazing thing that I've eaten. Anyway, we're going to try to make this bread today. This is, like I said, a copycat recipe, so we'll see. We're going to start off with our first ingredient, which is 1 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We're just going to be adding this to a medium-sized bowl. We're right now working on the dry ingredients. Our next ingredient is going to be 1 1/2 cups of granulated sugar. It might seem like a lot, but we're not really going to use like vanilla or anything for this, so it needs to be a lot. The next ingredient is going to be 1 1/2 teaspoons of baking soda. And finally, our last ingredient is 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We're just going to add this to the mixture, and then we're going to mix this up a little bit just so that all the ingredients, all the dry ingredients are well combined. And then we're going to leave this on the side and we're going to be working on our wet ingredients. So the first ingredient that we're going to be adding to this large mixing bowl is 3 large eggs. The next ingredient is going to be 1 cup of mashed bananas. So you want to try to make sure that the bananas are as ripe as possible. So the more little brown spots on the banana, the better. The next item is going to be 3/4 cup of vegetable oil or some kind of non-flavored cooking oil. We're going to be adding that. And then we're going to be mixing it up. We want to mix it as much as possible so it kind of looks like this. And then we're going to get our dry ingredients that we previously mixed, and we're going to be putting it into our wet ingredients. Now, when we mix this, we don't want to mix it too much. We just want to mix it until the ingredients have been incorporated. So we don't want to do too much of a mix. We don't want to use a mixer. We just want to mix it by hand. And we kind of just want to make sure that everything is combined and there are no flour, patches or anything like that. We kind of want to mix it until it looks like this. Anyway, once we get it to this stage, it's ready to be put into our pan. Okay, so I've greased a 9x5x3 loaf pan, and I'm going to be pouring my banana bread batter into this pan. And as you can see, there are huge chunks of banana in here. You probably want to mash your banana up a little bit more than I did. As you can see, it's kind of filled to the top, but it's not going to rise too much. We're going to be baking this at 350 degrees for about 60 to 70 minutes. It kind of depends on your individual oven, but you might want to check it after 60 minutes. When it is done, you are going to have a very tasty, very delicious banana bread. It has such a great crust, and the crumb is very minimal. It is very moist, and it has a lot of taste. A lot of people have told me that they cannot believe that the banana bread has so much taste without putting vanilla. I agree. This is probably one of the best banana breads that you will ever find. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me.